Hey, while we're waiting on my, have you ever dreamed of driving your RV camper all the way to Yellowstone? Well, that's exactly what we did. Y'all come along and see how much fun y'all can have, you hear?
I'm ready. What are you waiting for?
Well, we start our morning with this old-time percolated coffee. We sort of got used to this because we do a lot of times without power and we can just use our gas stove, but it really makes great coffee. This is the town of Gardiner, and this is our view from the campsite. Well, it's time to get it going and have more fun. Here's another RV park right on the Yellowstone River called the Yellowstone RV Park. It's a little bit more out of town, but you get this beautiful view.
Gardiner, Montana. The Yellowstone River runs right through this no-fuss community of just under 900 residents who are greatly outnumbered by antelope, bison, deer and elk, and an estimated grizzly bear population of over 1,000.
Wow, that's actually more than the town, James West Yellowstone, my AI friend.
You'll want to like and subscribe so you can see all our videos. You'll also help support us with all the cost and time we put into them. Thanks in advance. Gardiner is a great place to base camp. It has lots of restaurants and things to do, including excursions into Yellowstone. But remember, some of the shops and restaurants will be closed for the winter. This is nature's favorite entrance to Yellowstone National Park. You drive through the iconic Roosevelt Arch year-round, and it's only 5 miles from the park's impressive Mammoth Hot Springs.
So as we leave the famous Roosevelt Arch, we go past Mammoth Hot Springs. We're going to play around in the Geyser Basin a little bit before ending up in West Yellowstone.
Roaring Mountain was named for the numerous fumaroles on the western slope of the peak, which during the early 1900s were loud enough to be heard for several miles. Steamboat Geyser, in Yellowstone National Park's Norris Geyser Basin, is the world's tallest currently active geyser. These are 5 main types of geothermal features found at Yellowstone. Geysers, such as Old Faithful, are a type of geothermal feature that periodically erupts scalding hot water. Hot springs, such as Grand Prismatic Spring, are the most common hydrothermal features in the park. Their plumbing has no constrictions. Superheated water cools as it reaches the surface, sinks, and is replaced by hotter water from below. This circulation, called convection, prevents water from reaching the temperature needed to set off an eruption. Many hot springs give rise to streams of heated water. Mud pots such as fountain paint pots are acidic hot springs with a limited water supply. Some microorganisms use hydrogen sulfide, which rises from deep within the earth, as an energy source. They convert the gas into sulfuric acid, which breaks down rock into clay. Fumaroles, or steam vents, are the hottest hydrothermal features in the park. They have so little water that it all flashes into steam before reaching the surface. At places like Roaring Mountain, the result is loud hissing of steam and gases. Travertine terraces, found at Mammoth Hot Springs. Carbon dioxide is released at the surface and calcium carbonate from limestone is deposited through the thermal waters as the rise is travertine, the chalky white rock of the terraces. These features constantly and quickly change.
We're here at West Yellowstone. We've been able to find this nice campground. If you've been following us, you already know that we don't like reservations. Good thing we're traveling in September. It's within an easy bicycle ride to downtown. We're here at the Three Bear Restaurant. I'm having elk, bison, and beef meatloaf with homemade macaroni and cheese. Maya's having the fresh salmon with balsamic rice. Well, this morning we're going to head first thing to the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. We're hoping to have enough time to do Hayden Valley and West Thumb Geyser Basin. And then hang in there, we're going to save the Old Faithful for our last hurrah.
The Grand Canyon of Yellowstone's lower falls is one of the most photographed features in all of Yellowstone. While on a 1870 expedition, Nathaniel Langford described it this way: a grander scene was never witnessed by mortal eyes. Today we simply know it as a must-stop in Yellowstone. At 308 feet, the lower falls is the tallest waterfall in the park. In terms of height alone, it's more than twice the size of Niagara Falls. You'll want to see the views from the overlooks on both the North Rim and South Rim. You'll need at least 3 to 4 hours. It is suggested to go early to catch the morning sun. From North Rim Drive, you can see the following overlooks with a short walk from the parking lot: Lookout and Red Rock Points, Grand View, and Inspiration. Please like and subscribe so you can see more videos. This way you'll be helping support us with the cost and time that we put into these videos. Thanks in advance. The West Thumb Geyser Basin is the largest geyser basin on the shores of Yellowstone Lake. The heat source of the thermal features in this location is thought to be relatively close to the surface. West Thumb is about the same size as another famous volcanic caldera, Crater Lake in Oregon. West Thumb was created when a magma chamber bulged up under the surface of the earth and subsequently cracked it along ring fracture zones. This in turn released the enclosed magma as lava and caused the surface above the emptied magma chamber to collapse. Water later filled the collapsed area of the caldera, forming an extension of Yellowstone Lake. This created the source of heat and water that feed the West Thumb Geyser Basin today. The thermal features are not only found on the lake shore, but extend under the surface of the lake as well. Perhaps the most famous hydrothermal feature at West Thumb is a geyser on the lake shore known as Fishing Cone. Walter Trumbull of the 1870 expedition described a unique event while a man was fishing adjacent to the cone. In swinging a trout ashore, it accidentally got off the hook and fell into the spring. For a moment it darted about with wonderful rapidity, as if seeking an outlet. Then it came to the top and literally boiled.
So it's time to head back to West Yellowstone and back to our campsite. So we fire up the Keurig coffee to get a quicker start this morning. We're going to head downtown.
The community of West Yellowstone in southern Montana began with the arrival of the Union Pacific Railroad in 1908. It's the most visited gateway to Yellowstone National Park. Here is an exciting attraction as the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center offers the chance to get close to bears and wolves.
I told Mai last night that I heard wolves all night, and she thought I was a little crazy, but I come to realize it was here at this museum. We were that close. It was really neat, actually.
In town, there are many shopping and restaurants, all with a historic Western theme. It's also a great winter destination with snowmobile trails.
I think Mai's ready to eat some lunch.
An exciting attraction that's housed in an old train depot, founded in 1972, is the Museum of the Yellowstone.
Look, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a snowmobile.
Old Faithful is a cone geyser in Yellowstone National Park. It was named in 1870 and was the first geyser in the park to be named. It is a highly predictable geothermal feature and has erupted every 44 minutes to 2 hours since 2000. Nathaniel Langford wrote in 1871. It spouted at regular intervals 9 times during our stay, the columns of boiling water being thrown from 90 to 125 feet at each discharge, which lasted from 15 to 20 minutes. We gave it the name of Old Faithful. Thomas Moran exhibited his Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone painting at the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago. After it ended, Moran loaned it to the Smithsonian Museum of Art and the painting was on display there until his death in 1926. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone was met with critical acclaim and captured the public's imagination, which greatly influenced the decision to preserve Yellowstone National Park for future generations.
Thanks for watching. YouTube has selected these videos for you to watch next. Please give us a like and watch more of these Oh My Travels videos.
Thanks for watching, everybody.